Oh, brother. I, good grief. Anyways, hi. I'm excited because my voice is shot right now. It's early in the morning. Well, I had to wake up early this morning. Only got maybe 4 hours of sleep, honestly. Today's Sunday. By the time I'm recording this, today is Sunday. You will see it at, well, it'll be uploaded Monday, but you'll see it or whatnot after, well after or whatnot, after this is recorded. It is Sunday, April 19th. If you see stuff going on in the background or whatnot on my Discord, happy birthday, Julia. It's crazy or whatnot to sing this. Early in the morning, no keys, no notes, Julia, and I still can't hit it for the life of me. Julie, happy birthday, love. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. Good morning, good evening, good night. Hola, ¿cómo estás? I look to the left. I do this every time. Anytime I try to do like a stream thing or whatever, like if I'm not gonna be here like a Saturday, I gotta make a in place to stream. I always thought I was saying I look to the left and I look immediately to my right. That's unimportant. It's good to see you. It's very, very good to see you. That's what's the most important thing. You, your life, you being here with me in this moment. Now, honestly, whatnot, you sharing this moment with me, it means a lot. But you just being alive, that's more than enough. Where are you at? I need you. The people's elbow. That is always more important than anything. More important than anything. Once again, it is April 19th at this recording. Oh, by the way, my fault. I missed last week. My bad. If I can do this the way that I'm doing it now, it should not be a problem. It should not be a problem ever again. But interesting enough, because kind of what I want to rant about just a little teeny tiny bit. Hopefully I don't take up too much of your time, but I will want, real quick as well, I do want to incorporate more stuff or whatnot within the Life is Lib things or whatever. I always had, I say this on stream or whatnot about, what are you proud of and all that stuff. I want to incorporate that into the videos as well. So eventually, whatnot, I'm gonna have it to where, you can share, anything that you're proud of, anything like that. I can read it on the here, and yeah, we can kind of go from there. We can definitely kind of go from there. That I got some more ideas and stuff that I want to incorporate. I'm just ranting. I'm just yapping. It's Life is Lib. It's kind of the only time I really kind of get to really, I guess, rant about anything or yap about anything. A lot of times it's being strong. A lot of times it's being responsible, pulling the weight, helping others carry the weight, which is important. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing about life, relationships, things like that. Because it's heavy. Sometimes it's really, really heavy. So to be there to be able to help somebody, and also to even in this way, you helping me. Honestly, this helps me a lot. This helps me a lot. It's actually kind of therapeutic for me, which is why I think the series is really important. To be vulnerable. To be vulnerable is a beautiful thing. Scary, but beautiful. It's definitely beautiful. But I hope that I'm not too long, anything like that. I always feel like I never want to waste your time. And you would think of whatnot, me streaming like 4 hours and all that stuff. Talking about wasting people's wasting people's time. It's good to see you. I'm really glad that you're here. I think something that I've been, and I mentioned this actually last night a little bit, because I streamed last night. I don't know if I mentioned that. I only got about 4 hours of sleep, bro. 4 hours of sleep. And that actually that's kind of my fault as well. Because I ended the stream about close to 1, right? And I was just sitting here thinking, I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna take down any of my stuff. I'm gonna leave it all up. So in the morning I can, cause it's a lot to set up. But I'm like, if it's already set up and everything like that, I'm gonna feel a bit more. What's the word I'm looking for? Inclined to. I don't know. But I feel a bit more motivated. I'll put it like that. To do it. Inspired. Not gonna say motivated. I'm always motivated, but sometimes the motivation ain't enough. But inspired too. That's not the word it is. Whatever. Anyways, I was mentioning this whatnot on stream last night a little bit before I ended it. Because I hit 300, bro, on Twitch. I could say Twitch on YouTube. They're a bit better. TikTok, I tell you what. But oh no. I thought about this. So I might upload this on like on TikTok, like a trial thing on TikTok, like the whole thing. But now I just said Twitch and everything, so now I can't. Big Buddha that Judas like, what are you talking about? Anyways, too early for this, brother. Too early. I was talking last night on stream towards the end, and I hit 300, and it was really cool. I didn't know I was gonna hit 300 followers on Twitch at that moment. I actually thought it would be, May, I don't know, May, sometime like that. But I, a little blessed the way I could hit it 300 or whatnot last night, and the tears flew, but it didn't fly on stream or anything like that. It flew afterwards because I was rereading the chat and things like that, and even this morning I woke up to some really really kind messages from people congratulating me, celebrating me, cheering me. And that's what got to me more than anything was the actually, you know what? Oh, I'm gonna look real bro. All right, I'm about to do something real old because I ain't got my contacts in, right? I can see, bro. I can see, but I need to change glasses. I need to change glasses because I need to hold on, bro. Hold on. Because I guess what then I can show you a little bit. Because I do this thing where I got like a personal documentary series for me, where after stream I will just kind of talk about stream or pray or whatever the case is. And I look real old switching glasses like that. Shut up, brother. I won't play it all because it is long. But I did just want to show you right here, whatever, because I was good God Almighty, brother. But I was looking at. I was rereading stuff, and it just started to hit me when I was just looking. Because this would be, you can see my eye, whatnot, is just red, brother. But 300 right there, and I was just rereading the messages and everything that was being put in the chat. All right, switch it up, cause I feel old, golly. But I was, just rewatching and looking at all that stuff, and it just hit me because I'm like. One, it's 300. That's really, really cool. That's a blessing, bro. That's a really, really, really big blessing. For you to have a dream and a desire to want to change the world in some way, shape, or form. And to see that you're accomplishing any goal, any dream, anything like that, you're doing something. You're getting there, and that's what was just really, really important to me in that moment. But what took me over was the cheering and the celebrating and the congratulations and things like that. Because to have somebody to want to see you win, that's why, we can. I think we can. I think we can make it through. I'm gonna put it like this. I think we can't make it through life alone. I don't hear me when I say this. I'll make sure we're not. This is actually not the original thing I was going to say, but here we are. Life is lived. I think it is possible. I'll put it like that. I think it is possible. Because I think deep down we all have a strength and a determination. What could be the motivator, the kind of engine behind that, is a bit more debatable. It could be a bit more, it can change in different people depending on the person, their journey, things like that. I think you can make it through life alone, but nobody should. Nobody ever should have to make it through this life alone. I've had seasons where, I've had seasons of isolation, and I've had seasons of loneliness. And how about this? Let me change that. I've had seasons of isolations, and I've had seasons of just kind of more so, I guess, being alone, but pushing people away. I think there's a difference with now. I think isolation definitely is a very important stage. That's something that I believe that we all face. Isolation is a very, very important stage in all of this, in this entire journey. Because I think it's important for you to know who you are, that you can make it, that you can make it, that you don't have to be so dependent on people and things like that or circumstances. You can do this on your own, you can do this on your own. But I've had seasons of whatnot where I pushed people away. I've had seasons where I ran away. And I'm not proud of that. I'm not proud of that in any way, shape, or form. But it's a different norm to be celebrated. Not only to be celebrated, but to accept it, which I think is the biggest thing for me always. It's accepting any good thing, because a part of me just really doesn't feel like it deserves it. But to be able to, in that moment, accept the applause, the congratulations, the you're doing it, all that stuff. It's I never really got to fully say thank you, like all my words, like last night that I wanted to. So I guess I'm just kind of saying it here. But well, not everything, but just I'm still yapping about it. And I'm gonna close out this part because this is not what I originally intended to want to talk about. But I really hope that you have somebody to cheer you on. I do. I'm not even just talking about in goals and things like that, things you're pursuing and chasing. I really hope in the bottom of my heart that you have somebody who is there to cheer for you, to cheer you on. Rose or whatnot. She said one time that, if need be whatnot, we'll be your rock. For however the heights you want to try to get and achieve and all that stuff. We will be your rock if need be. I hope that you have a rock that you can lean on. I do. I hope that you can have people. And if you don't, just my faith or whatnot, I believe God is always there. I don't believe you can get any a better rock than him. But I do. I hope that you can have people that cheer for you. And I hope that you cheer for others. There's a much great joy in cheering for others. And I think when you I think that's what's really cool when it's reciprocated back. And I think that's what I was really feeling in that moment. But yeah, I'm gonna close this part out. But if not, please know I'm here to cheer you on. I am here to cheer you on. That will never change. Absolutely never change. All right. So you can't say I don't want to hear it. No way, shape, or form. You cannot say that there's not anybody in this world that does not believe in you, that does not cheer for you, and believe that you can do anything that you set your mind to, even if it's just as simple as living to see another day. I believe in you, fan. But what besides the thank yous and the gratefulness that I wanted to express, there was something else that I said before the end of it. I probably could actually find it right here, actually, but hold on, give me one. Nah, because I don't know if I'm I might have yapped a little bit too much, but in that, and I might have been all over the place. I can't really remember. But the main thing or whatnot that I was saying was, if there is anything that you do want to do, that you want to chase, that you want to strive for, that you want to try to achieve, you don't have to wait until you feel you are ready. You don't have to feel like you are ready to start, to try. I have put things off. Honestly, streaming is one of the biggest things, whatnot, that I have put off for a long time, bro. A long time. I only started streaming in 2024, like really locking in with it. I flirted with it a little bit, like in 2023 and all that stuff. That's actually how I met Paris, who's part of the community. But I flirted a little bit with it and everything, but I didn't really lock in until 2024. And even in then, I didn't feel ready. I didn't feel ready, but it got to a point where I realized I was putting things off so much more and more and more every single day, and a day become a month, and a month become a year, and you're still there. You're still there. The things that I feel like I'll speak for me. The things that I feel like a lot of things I want to try to do and achieve, the main purpose of it is for change. The main purpose is for change. I've had to do a lot of mental gymnastics and things like that. Just because of kind of where I'm from. I'm from a smaller town. Like nobody has heard of this town. Nobody, bro. Even like nobody. I feel like I've had two homes or whatnot growing up. One where my actual home was, and two like my church home, which was my pastor's kid and all that stuff. Out in the middle of the woods, beautiful place though. Beautiful place, beautiful people, and all that stuff. They knew where it was, but I'm just saying, like, outside of the bubble that you are in, nobody would have even heard of these places or whatever. And sometimes I think when you kind of grow up in like a small town kind of area, I don't want to say it's small thinking, because sometimes life just happens or whatnot where life is not fair. I'm just put it like that. Life is not fair. Sometimes there are circumstances that happen that kind of keep you where you are, so in that sense or whatnot, that's not really what I mean, because that's a whole different kind of ball game. There are some things that we can control. There are some things that we cannot control. I'm more so kind of focusing on the things that we can control. And one of the main things that we can control is starting, One of the main things we can control is starting. But back in April of 2020, I just remember thinking my life truly was mediocre. The pick. Get out of here. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Oh, my fault. But yeah, be all right. But I forgot, bro. I completely forgot. I'm glad I said that, because I do need to do that. But I'll get it done afterwards. But anyways, my life was mediocre. 2020. That's what I really felt, and I put a life in me, bro. I could not accept it. I could not accept it. I could not accept that, because I just felt like there was so much more. I felt like there was so much more for me. But again, when you're kind of in that smaller town area, it's kind of hard to think that anybody will do anything of. Let me really word this carefully. Anything that you do for the betterment of another human being is very, very important. Period. I don't care what you do. I don't care how small it is, whatnot. There is nothing that you can do, especially that is an act of kindness towards anybody, that is insignificant in any way, shape, or form. I think it's really important to make sure I say that, because a lot of times when we think when we say things and whatnot, like dream big or do big things and everything like that, there is no bigger thing that you can do than being kind to one another. Period. That's just what I believe. So let me see if I can figure out how to way to kind of reword this and rephrase this. The things that I wanted to try to do was something that I could not achieve inside my bubble, the bubble that I was in. I think that may be my best way to word it. I could not achieve the things that I wanted to do inside the bubble and inside kind of the environment that I was in, because I was not surrounded by like-minded people, which I think that might be. I hope it is. I hope that's the best way I can word that. It wasn't a good match. I think that may be the best. I sound like somebody whatnot. I sound like a person that's trying to hire somebody, doing a job interview or whatnot, and like you're not a good. I feel like that person, and I don't want to be or sound like that. But I think that's the only way I really can know how to describe it, because again, anything that you do for the betterment of another person or showing kindness, there was nothing more important than that. Absolutely nothing. Big, small, none of it is insignificant. And I just want to make sure that is a statement of its own, and that cannot be touched in no way, shape, or form. So I think I worded the best way that I could. I really did feel like my life was mediocre compared to what I had a vision for, if that makes sense. And the people that were kind of around me and everything like that, they weren't. It wasn't a good match. It wasn't a good match. I just believe deep down that I was meant to reach more people outside of the little bubble that I spawned in. That what the fuck is it, the Minecraft that I was born in. I really said spawned in. Well, I get, but I mean, either way would not work. Um, I just felt like there was careful. I just felt like there was a different. That wasn't it for me. I just put it like that. That wasn't it for me. And the things that I've written down in my notebook, my dreams and goals and things like that, to start doing content or everything like that, to eventually stream, which is again one of the bigger things that I just held off for a long time. But I did all those. I wrote those things down, prayed about them and everything like that, because one of the main things I wanted for that to achieve was change. Going back to what I was originally trying to say, it was change. It was change, and I wanted to. I hope I don't mess up everything I just said, but a part of it too would not just I guess inside my bubble. Everybody's bubble is different, but inside my bubble, I think that there was a bit of a more smaller thinking that was not necessarily humbleness, but I think it was more so hopeless. I don't really want to say that because that's a strong word to use, but I think that's the word. That's the only word that kind of comes to my mind. Hopeless. That that this was all that there was to life. That you kind of had to accept the crumbs and be okay. And that wasn't my line of thinking. So I wrote the vision and I made it plain the best I could because I wanted change. When I started doing content and everything, I did not know nothing that I was doing. I didn't. And honestly, even with that, I started in 2020 doing videos on TikTok and everything like that. I waited much longer than what I thought, because I allowed my circumstance and things like that to try to convince me that I wasn't ready. I allowed people I had ideas and things that I shared with people that they couldn't see the vision. They didn't know nothing that I was talking about. And it discouraged me a lot of times because it felt lonely. This journey has been a very lonely journey. I don't know how else to put it. I really don't. I don't even know if I really ever said it like that, but it's been the loneliest thing ever, man. It has been. I've been able to do by the grace of God, some really amazing, cool things with my videos and stuff like that, but it has been so lonely. Because you're doing things still inside that bubble. Amazing things or whatnot inside that small bubble that can't understand. And and I think, just real quick, kind of going back to, I think that's why last night it meant so much to me, because to be celebrated for trying, I think that may be it. But sorry, I'm gonna try to wrap it up I'm trying to loop back to what I was talking about originally. Where I wanted to go to. I want to change. Long story short, just I want to change. But even like like I was saying what now. Okay, this is what I was going to. Sorry, I'm all over the place. When I started doing content and whatnot in 2020, even with that, I waited a long time because again, day turned to month turned to a year. We shared things like that with people. They kind of discourage you and everything like that. But at some point, you have to really, there's a phrase my mom used to say, not a lot, growing up. I don't know where she got it from, anything like that. But the phrase of gotta be sick and tired of being sick and tired. I feel like if you grew up in a black church, I don't know why I feel like you have heard this before. But being sick and tired of being sick and tired. And sometimes it takes being there. Sometimes it really takes having to go there for you to try, for you to start, for you to progress, to do anything. Sometimes it takes being there, which is unfortunate sometimes. I'll say it like that. It can be unfortunate, but also too, it could be the best thing ever for you. It could be the absolute best thing ever for you. I think if you ever want an indicator of if change really is about to happen in your life, I think that's one of the biggest indicators. When you have to be like, okay, I don't know how, I don't know when. All I know is that something has to change. I was playing Undertale last night on stream, and the lady in the shop talked about, like in town and all that stuff, but it was a little bit claustrophobic. But she said, deep down, I think we all know that change is on the way. I'm paraphrasing a lot. That's not what she said with above bar, but that's basically the essence of what she said. But deep down, we know that change is about to happen. And I feel like when you get to that place, maybe you don't have a map, you don't have directions, you don't really know what to do. But when you get to that place, I think honestly, that's when it might be a long shot, but I'm gonna go for it anyways. I think that's when the change happens. Things around you are not going to change. You have to change first. Something in you has to change first if you want to see results around you and things like that. That's what I believe. That's what I believe. All this and whatnot is just my perspective on life. You can take it or leave it. But because look, we all got different perspectives and things like that. That's why I love this series and I love streaming. I love talking to people and things like that, because I love the perspective of the world. I love everybody's perspective. Somebody, you probably hearing stuff right now, and you're like, you are out of your mind, Leb. Believe that. Think that. Please do. For the love of God, please do. We need more individual thinking. Good God Almighty. Please. Please. I am begging you. That's a whole nother thing. Boy, I need this. Good God Almighty. But anyways, I really do believe that, though. I believe that you have to change first. There has to be something in you that just... And I will end it like this. I'll try to make a conclusion to this. If at some point you feel like that, or possibly if you feel like that now, I don't feel like I'm ready. There's a lot of things that I want to try to do more of and things like that, when it comes to my content, when it comes to, trying to help people and things like that. I don't feel like I'm ready. I still don't feel like I'm ready. But I actually, in 2021, I think, when I was trying something new, right? But I remember I named that first thing that I did, do it while you're scared. I think that's what I named it. Either that or doing it while I'm scared. Something along those lines. Looking back at it, that's probably one of the most important things that I have ever done. Because sometimes that's what you really, really, really got to do. You got to do it while you're scared. You got to do it when you feel like you are not ready. If there is something in you that just gets to the point where it's like something has to change. Something has to change. I believe right then and right there, if you act on it and if you try, I honestly would not. I believe you won already. Because first of all, you're going to need that determination for just life in general. Not just your goal and things like that, just for life in general. You are going to need that fight. You're going to need that grit. You're going to need that courage, sometimes you got to dig real deep to find it. But the courage and the bravery that you have is always stronger than what is ahead of you. What is in front of you will never be stronger than the courage and the bravery that you have. That's just what it is. What I believe. That's just what it is. But if there was if I could just say a warning, I guess, And I hate to use the word warning, because warning kind of like it's more like wee woo wee kind of thing or whatnot. The antennas go up. A lot of times we hear that word. If there was I guess, so let me not use warning. Let me use the word if I could give you my perspective, if I could give you the things that happened to me on my journey, the things that I felt and what I experienced, because not everybody's doing the same. So I don't want to say warning, because but if there's something that I could tell you and share with you from my experience, I mentioned it earlier. It could be a very, very lonely journey. It really, truly can be. It can be discouraging a lot of times. More mistakes than you will get things right. You will fail. Probably more times than you succeed. It's like, honestly, whatnot, I feel like it's like, you ever, well, I hope not. I hope that you did not lie on your resume and become a doctor. And then at 9 in the morning, whatnot, you got surgery, and then the brother dead. But I feel like it's kind of like getting a job that you feel like you kind of had to learn on the spot. Maybe that's kind of the best. That's the best way I kind of know how to put it. Because I've learned so much, and I still have so much more to go. I feel like I'm a much better creator and streamer than I was when I first started, absolutely. But there's still so much that I don't know, and I'm still learning constantly every single freaking time that I do anything. And just in life as well. From my perspective, from my experience, it can be lonely, it can be discouraging, it can feel like you are failing, or you're not doing enough, or you're just maybe not enough in general. If I can share anything with you, you will feel those things. You may feel those things, but one thing that I have learned about feelings is a lot of times feelings do not always display and reflect the truth of what is. Especially when it comes to who you are as an individual. Our insecurities, they lie to us all the time. Our mind and our negative thoughts and things like that lie to us all the time. They do. And I think they can sometimes give you a bit of tunnel vision as to what is really a much larger picture. It's a much larger picture. I'm telling you this because I don't want you to feel like you're out of place, or like what you're feeling and things like that is not correct. The path that you're supposed to be on does not feel correct. A lot of times it does not. A lot of times you don't know which way to go, if you're going the right way, if you should have went back, turn left, turn right. The journey and whatnot is all over the place. It's all over the place. But honestly, I believe that if you do try, which again, I know it sounds trivial, it may sound kindergarten and all that stuff, I don't care. If you try, try, and words on the tail, stay determined. I don't care what road you take, what path you go down, I believe they will all end up to the destination where you should be, which is where you want to be. I do. I really, really, really do. I can't tell you how long and things like that, you kind of get to what you envision. I can't tell you and guarantee you, there's a lot of guarantees that I will not tell you. There's a lot of things that's far too uncertain that I cannot guarantee for you. I'll put it like that. But I just do know that if you try, and if you really do give it your all, you'll learn more about yourself. And I think that's what's the most important thing, because a lot of times our dreams can change as well. Our goals we can amend our goals or whatnot along the way. I need you to learn who you are. I need you to try. That's the most important thing, because if you try, you can learn who you really truly are. I say that there is strength and courage in you. I know that. You cannot know it for yourself if you do not try. The first steps are on you. Anybody can tell you how wonderful, beautiful, amazing you are. They can tell you that. I can shout it to the, oh God, it's gonna sound old and southern, till the cows come home. Your friends, your loved ones, your mom, your dad. I ain't got one. Your siblings, random. Your siblings and all that stuff and whatnot. They can all tell you. Your best friend, your wife, your partner, your girlfriend, your boyfriend. They can all tell you how beautiful, wonderful, amazing that you are, and that you can do it. That you can do it. You gotta know it for yourself. If anything, if anything, if anything, if anything, if anything, if you don't try for no other reason, I need you to try just to see. Just to see, bro. Just see what happens. So many times we can paint the worst case scenario. It's okay to have hope. It's okay to paint the best case scenario. It really is. It's completely okay. It is completely okay. If you don't make it where you want to be, I'm putting it like that in my, if you don't make it where you want to be, it's not a reflection of you. It's not a reflection of your character. It's not a reflection of your worth. You will always be enough. You will absolutely always be enough. There are things that you can control. There are some things that you cannot, especially when it comes to social media and all that stuff, whatnot, the algorithm and everything. There are some things you just cannot control. Some things you just cannot control. If you have to amend, if you have to change things, the goals and dreams, or maybe change along the way how you do things, that's completely okay. It's your life. It just literally comes. It's your life. It's your experience. It's your experience here. And I think that's honestly the most important thing about life is to experience. I really do. But it's you. It's you. And you have to remember that. There's going to be a lot of different voices, not even just yours, other people telling you this, telling you that. You got to know for you. You got to know for you, and you got to know who you are. You have to. You absolutely have to. Life changes. Things happen. Again, it is okay if you have to amend or change. It does not mean that you are giving up. It means that you are being responsible. It means that you are learning. It means that you are doing life really, really, really well. There are many things that I've had to change and amend. I changed my goals and things like that. I read some things I wrote down like 2020. They ain't happening. They ain't happening. It just ain't gonna happen. It just ain't gonna happen. I don't know what I was thinking. Brother, sister, I don't know what in the world I was thinking. I was way over my head. But what else is happening or whatnot? Oh, to drink water? Thanks for that, Mondo. But I will say this, though. Sometimes being way over your head can be very, very, very fun. It can be. It can take you on a journey that you would never expected. Honestly, being way over my head got me here. It got me here with you. It got me here with my community on Twitch. It got me to where I was, with the things the cool things I was able to do on TikTok. It got me to a place where I never expected. And you know what? Last thing, what I'm gonna say. You know what's really cool about failing? About maybe not reaching certain things that you may have dreamed of and things like that. I think one of the coolest things ever is that a lot of times you find something better. You do. You find something better than what you can even dream or imagine of, man. I just go back to, last night when I was just balling. I wanted to change the world. Little did I know that this journey was going to change me. The unknown is probably one of the most intimidating things that we can be up against. Because we don't know. We don't know. And a lot of times we can lean into that negative thinking. We can lean into that worst case scenario. But it is okay to see. It's really okay to see. You got the one life. And honestly, all of us, we don't know how long we have it. We don't know how long we will have it. But the things that you can control and do and things like that, give it everything you got. Give it everything you got. Give it everything you got, but don't put pressure on yourself. That's one of the most important things. Don't put pressure on yourself. Have fun with it. Whatever it is, have fun with it. Don't make it to be something whatnot that how can I word this? Don't make it into something that if you feel like you don't succeed, anything like that, then all hope is lost. That what I was saying and whatnot earlier, that you're a failure, you're not enough and things like that. Don't put pressure on yourself like that. Because again, there's just something that we just cannot control. All right, breathe in and breathe out. It's okay to try. It is okay to see. I feel like I'm running in circles and whatnot a little bit, so I'm gonna go ahead and close it. When I feel like I'm just kind of looping everything back and forth or whatnot, it's time to end it. But I thank you for being here. I thank you for watching. I thank you for sharing this moment with me. I'm very, very excited to. I like this way. I'm sorry. I'm just ranting or whatnot for me personally. I like the way that I'm doing this now because it takes pressure off of me. I'm trying to do it right after working on. I don't know who I thought I was. Doing it literally the morning after I stream might be perfect because I still got a little bit of yap left in me. So it might be perfect. It might be perfect. But yeah, even with that, do what's best for you, bro. Do what's best for you. Don't listen to society, how things got to be and all that stuff and whatnot, hitting certain things at certain ages and all that stuff. Live your life, bro. Live your life. I love you immensely. I cannot tell you how proud I am of you. Not even just for, if you don't do none that I say in this video, if you don't do none that I said or advise or anything like that, if you have me as background noise and you just now start to tuning in to what I'm saying, I'm proud that you are alive. I'm very, very, very proud that you are alive. I cannot be more prouder. I could not be more prouder. Julia, happy birthday, love. I hope you have an amazing, wonderful day. This year is going to be an amazing year for you. It is. It's going to be an amazing year for you because you're still here. Not saying there won't be trials, tribulations, things that you got to face and anything like that, things that you got to go through. But every year, well, honestly, every day that we can be here, every day that we can grow stronger, every day that we can embrace all the experiences of life, I think that's when we get to really become our best. I do. The wind will blow, trees will move and all that stuff, the grass and everything, but you will not be moved. You will not be moved, which is, I think, one of the most important things about life. But anyways, Julie, happy birthday, love. Grace, praying for you, love. Honey Rock, Angie, praying for you, darling. Praying. If any of you who are watching this, you're going through anything, you're struggling, things like that. If you feel like this life is not, the best that it can be and things like that for you, things do get better. Things really, I'm sweating, bro. I've been preaching up something. Things do get better. Things do get better. Hold on to the hope. Hold on to the strength. Hold on to the courage. That tomorrow will be better. Because it will be. It will be. Love you up, down. Diagonal sideways will be bad for a very, very long time, for the longest time, actually. Unconditionally in every single bigger way. That's it in the line. That's to the moon and back. That it is toward you. Ish libdish. Mahal Kita. Thank you for everything. Thank you for keeping the Pinky Ponds. You listen another day. And thank you so much for watching. You're doing good. You're doing good. And yeah.